as a man, do
What?
you think, I'm saying,
What?
as a man yourself, do you think that men have commitment issues?
I think it all boils down to men and women being scared of getting hurt.
100%.
Being scared of not being loved properly. I think it's also an unrealistic expectation of the other. Commitment issues will tie down to past experiences or certain traumas and stuff that probably tie back to parts that they may not be able to even comprehend, or maybe they can. But I think a lot of it's just based on fear of being hurt, fear of being let down. When you are wrapped up in an illusion, you forget that a part of the process is pains, growing pains, uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable conversations, pain, you know. So I just think that people are scared of committing, scared of being hurt, scared of the idea of being either or.
Would you say it's literally just people? Would you say it's higher for one gender than the other?
Nah, I just think it's both. A lot of past situations that become somewhat traumatic end up playing a part in your new relationships if you're not conscious enough to stop it.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like as much as those situations are there to help you, they're not there to stop you from getting into something that may be better for you.
Yeah. So like as in the challenge.
Right. So what may come as a red flag might not really be a red flag. You might have the red flag.
Yeah.
Because of what you've experienced. And then you say, oh no, because of. Like I've heard...
It's off the back of something else, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like using someone else as a reason to why you didn't go there, but really it's just you.
Yeah.
For the most part, our pasts can stop us from, you know, putting ourselves in better situations.
Agreed.
Like, you have certain people say, this is the reason why I don't want to be in a relationship with someone. No, just say that you're scared of getting hurt. But, you know, you end up finding yourself in a space where you've actually rationalized something that's just pretty ridiculous. For me, man's supposed to be with woman, woman's supposed to be with man. That's it. And if you've convinced yourself otherwise, I feel like that's a conversation that you need to have, not with yourself, because you fucked up. You need therapy. Oh no! Sorry.
He's not sorry.
My man, no, I'm not. But yeah, nah.
Yeah, you got a lot of hand.
No, this is sorry. Yeah, go on.
I was carrying like it was me talking.
Yeah.
Nah, do you know what? I pretty much agree with you on that. And I think where you said the whole thing about being scared and basing it off of like the rationalizing thing, I think when it comes to women, like what I said before, we're the more emotional women beings.
Yeah.
Men are more rational. And I think when women try to rationalize their emotions, that's where things go off a bit. Because as you said, if as opposed to just saying I'm scared of getting hurt again, we say, oh, I'm not doing because of this experience.
Don't let men slip though, because many men have convinced themselves I'm not getting into that.
Oh, 100%.
Because of this, that and that. No, just say that you've been broken. You've made the wrong choices. You've been broken.
That I think is a major thing.
That is a major. It is major because it's like I can't see it no other way. A man is supposed to be with a woman, and a woman is supposed to be with a man. If you're telling me that it's good for you to be hitting up a female, smashing her, but you can't build with her, that's crazy. Because really, what I'm hearing you say is, I'd rather just take from her.
I think what you just said, the broken part, is very, very poignant. And I think there's a lot of people, I won't say men, people that are broken. And I think the problem is that they're looking for someone else to fix them. So when they go to someone, and if they feel like they're broken and just, or fractured here and there, and they've gone to somebody else who hasn't fixed them, and they've come out feeling worse, where now you shattered me even more. But
also, for a lot of them, it's too hard for them to face the reality that they've got work to do to get
that's what I mean. So because if you've had someone who you've considered to have broken you down more, now you've got more to repair. So now I can't afford to go there with this person to break me down anymore. I can't do this because I don't want them to break me down anymore. But you haven't given yourself time to heal, to try and mend the breakages, or to understand how and why you have them. So, and like going back to where we were talking about the nice guy thing, that nice guy could be the guy that will help you, not mend you, but help you to help yourself.
For you to get to a better place, to get to the next guy.
Right. And that's the thing, like I've made this a joke, but as much as I joke about it, there's definitely truth in what I'm saying, I've said to people, I feel sometimes that my purpose is to make men better for other women. Yeah? And it might sound mad, but when I think about...
I'm telling you, listen.
When I've met people and I've spoken with them and we've engaged on certain levels and you think, yeah, this is cool. Then it gets to a point where you're like, no.
I don't think that's your purpose.
No, that's why I say that's the banner is that it be my purpose.
I don't think that's
but I definitely feel that that's what I do.
I think everybody plays that part for everyone else.
Yeah, and the thing is, if we look at things where, all right, we break up with people and you think, because of you, and you can always see the negatives.
Yeah.
And then you get with somebody else, but then you're seeing things that are better in a person. Like, even if I speak from experience, my exes I've broken up with, I could say, my ex was like this, and this, and we clashed because of this, and this. But hold on, now that they're with somebody else, irrespective of what's going on in their life, if I can see improvements and we're getting on better, well, hold on, there must be something. Maybe it was something I wasn't doing. Maybe it's something I was doing in the wrong way. Maybe it's something they weren't doing, but maybe I just wasn't pushing them to be the greater person that they are now. Or I could have been pushing it. It could be anything, but the point is, for the changes that you make, whether it be you as the person or the opposite person, there has to be something in it. So obviously you have to want to change certain things yourself if it's not that great. Yeah, or it causes
stepping stones.
But this is what I'm saying. But then if there was something that you can say I didn't do, and the next person does it, whether it be that they're actually doing what you've asked of them, it might not even be that thing. It could be something else. But now, if me and you now get on better than when we were before, since you've been with that person's shown you certain things that's made you look at life differently, that's what they've helped you to do. It may not be them, but there's something in them that's giving you that push.
Everybody contributes to everybody's growth.
Yeah.
Whether they know it or not, bad, right? Whether it's good or bad. Like, someone might have a fucked up perspective. That's on them at the end of the day. That's not on everybody else. Because you're the narrator, you're the director, You're the executive. Like, you control what your story is.
Yeah.
And it either falls on the healthy side or the unhealthy side.
Yeah.
Or you're just confused.
I think I look at things differently now, because it's like, as I said, even when you think about, for me personally, when I go back and look at my past relationships, like, it's just like, oh, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, oh, it knows me when he did this, or when he said that, or I can look at all the negatives, but now when I look back, I think, oh, now I get it. When he was saying this, even though it was something he didn't like, I was so quick, and again, that might be my masculine energy that was shining through, to defend myself and fight against him, that I wasn't allowing myself to open up to see certain things. But now that we're no longer in that close space now I can see it. But it's really me taking on board the things that he was saying to me at the time differently. Because if they didn't resonate with me, whether it be good or bad, I wouldn't be thinking about them now. But now I can look at certain things and I think, you know what? Yeah, that really does need to change too. Because it's not even solely about him. At the time, I was seeing it being about him.
Yeah.
As opposed to more so about me. Even though he was saying it about me, I'm thinking, oh, that's just him and how he sees it. But even without me being in something new, I can see the impact it would have on anybody else. And it may not always be the same, but I can see the possibilities. So that's for me to change now, if I choose to. But he was the stepping stone to that change. Yeah. And that can go both ways. So, as you said, with the whole thing of commitment, I was an avid believer in, I'm not scared of commitment, but I'm scared of committing myself to the wrong person.
But is there the wrong person?
Right. Now, what I've come to realise is, and this is where I would say my feminine energy takes over, because I'm that type of person that I either give or I don't give.
Yeah. So
if I'm giving, I'll probably give my all. And sometimes it's like, wait, that's a dangerous thing to give your all, because you always need a little reserve just for yourself. But then I could also give you nothing. So it's knowing a healthy balance. But then I thought to myself, even if I give that, even if I commit myself to somebody and it doesn't work out and it's not the right person, nothing I did was wrong in committing to that person. Because even if I'm going through what was right at the time for me and it doesn't turn out, it's that learning curve. It's that, what do I take from it? But as you said, I don't always see it now as, oh, I've done that, I'm never going to do that again. I'm not going to give my anything to anybody. I'm just going to hold it, because then I'm doing it and it's fighting myself, because then I'd never know if I meet the right person. But and even then, that whole thing of the right person, who's the right person? How do you measure what the right person is?
I think we meet the right person for us.
Exactly.
At the time.
But exactly.